ਵੈਲਕਮ ਟੂ ਦਿਸ ਐਪੀਸੋਡ ਆਫ ਦ ਹਰਪ੍ਰੀਤ ਸਿੰਘ ਸ਼ੋ। ਅੱਜ ਦੇ ਸੈਗਮੈਂਟ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਮੁਲਾਕਾਤ ਕਰਵਾਉਣ ਜਾ ਰਹੇ ਇੱਕ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੀ ਖਾਸ ਮਹਿਮਾਨ ਨਾਲ, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਿ ਇੱਕ ਆਥਰ ਨੇ, ਇੱਕ ਲੀਡਰਸ਼ਿਪ ਡਿਵੈਲਪਮੈਂਟ ਕੋਚ ਨੇ, ਤੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੀ ਇਹ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਭਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਇਨਸਪਾਇਰ ਕਰਦੇ ਨੇ ਕਿ ਕਿਸ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਨਾਲ ਅਸੀਂ ਬਿਹਤਰ ਇਨਸਾਨ ਬਣਨਾ ਹੈ। ਅੱਜ ਇੱਥੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਜਾਣਕਾਰੀ ਲਾਂਗੇ, ਲੇਕਿਨ ਇੱਕ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੀ ਮਹੱਤਵਪੂਰਨ ਵਿਸ਼ੇ 'ਤੇ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਕਿ ਅੱਜ ਕੀ ਲੋੜ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਪਲਾਂਟ ਡਾਈਟ ਵੱਲ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਜਾਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਹੈਗਾ। ਅੱਜ ਸਿਹਤ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਦੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਖਰਾਬ ਹੋ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ, ਉਸ ਦਾ ਮੁੱਖ ਕਾਰਨ ਇਹ ਕਿਹਾ ਜਾ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਨਾਨ ਵੈਜੀਟੇਰੀਅਨ ਖਾਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਖਾਣਾ, ਉਸ ਕਾਰਨ ਸਾਡੀ ਸਿਹਤ ਖਰਾਬ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ। ਸੋ ਇਸ ਸੰਬੰਧ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੁਝ ਜਾਣਕਾਰੀ ਲੈਣੇ ਹਾਂ ਤੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਸਾਂਝ ਪਾਉਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਸੁਜ਼ੈਨ ਬੀਰੋ ਦੀ। Welcome to the program.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. So tell us a little bit about yourself. How did you get inspired to be an author, to go around and inspire people to live a better life?
Sure. So I came across the profession of coaching by hiring my own coach as an executive, and found the process incredibly rewarding, and changed significantly how I managed and led people as an advertising executive, and then realized what I really wanted to do was that profession as opposed to the profession that I was in. So I went and did the training, started my own business, and here I am 16 years later.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So you have been an author also, you've written a book also, but along with that you guide people, you coach them to be better, to make themselves more and more better. So
Yes.
tell us a little bit about this. Like, everybody wants to be better and everybody is better, but in today's world, in this fast-paced life, everybody is running a race, and that race is not against anybody but against themselves only. Race that they don't have the time. We even don't have time to eat our food also.
Yes.
Fast life means fast food, and then the result is our lifestyle is fine but our healths are deteriorating. So tell us, how do you coach them that they need to understand what they are here for and how they can become better human beings?
Sure. So first of all, I think it's exciting that human beings always want to continue to evolve. And you're right, the pace of life is so quick. So most of my work is one-on-one with senior level leaders in large organizations, and really helping them to find what's the one or two key changes. I have a great passion for levers.
Right.
What's the one or two key changes that if you change that could significantly change everything else?
Right.
Because we're human beings, very often that's a personal thing. It can be as simple as what we eat, or getting back to exercise, or getting back to some foundational things. We all know what we should do. It's a matter of, can we apply consistently what we know and have sustained excellence?
Absolutely.
So I help people sustain that by connecting with them frequently over some period of time.
Right.
Start by saying, if you and I work together and after 6 months this is enormously successful, what exactly would be different? What's the one or two key things?
Right.
We dive into that, and then we have them apply that, and we connect frequently to ensure that they're living it.
Right.
So it's a partner in ensuring another person's success.
So Susan, I hear you, I get inspired. Human mentality is such, when we like something, we get inspired for some time.
Yes.
How to keep that momentum, that's what the question is. Like you very rightly said, we know what to do, but we don't do that.
Yes.
I know I should go for a walk every day, but I don't go.
Yes.
So how to keep that momentum, and as a leadership coach, how do you make it sure that the person who wants to better himself does that?
Yeah, so I think that's why I have a business. Is that we don't consistently apply what we know we should do. Having said that, though, that's the beauty of coaching, is it's a continuous relationship over some period of time, and we dive underneath as to, you say you want to do these things, but do you really, and what's getting in the way?
Right.
So that you and I talk. Most of the coachings happens in between when you and I talk and you go and apply and live what you say. Then we follow up, and there's accountability. And we all work better when we have some kind of a partnership.
Right.
And someone challenging us to become the best version of ourselves. So that's the structure of coaching, and why I think it serves especially senior leaders so well. There's very few people that can share everything that's happening for them, and they are still human beings.
So when you talk about senior leadership, tell us a little bit, what difference do you find between common people like us and senior leaders? What differences in the training, or what is their lifestyle which is different than the common person?
I don't really find anything different. They're human beings.
Right.
They're struggling with the same insecurities, the same fears. The main difference might be that they are responsible for multi-million-dollar pieces of business and jobs. There's a lot on their shoulders, and in that way it's lonely.
Right.
There's very few people that they can share those concerns with. and process all the events of their life. And so I think often, I'm a leadership coach, but I work with senior level leaders who they know leadership inside and out. It's really about a partnership with someone they can have a confidential relationship with to process everything that's occurring,
Right.
and then to go out there and be the best and highest version of themselves to serve the people, the community, the organization.
Right. You went vegan a few years back and you are propagating that plants can save the world. We are in a
Yes.
crisis right now. Health-wise, our situation is really bad. Obesity is at an all-time high, and cancer and whatnot, the diseases which we have unheard of are now becoming common, daily lifestyle
Yes.
thing. So tell us, how do you believe that how plants can change the world?
Sure. So a little bit of my own journey. 6 years ago, I watched a documentary called Earthlings.
Okay.
I think it's probably one of the most important films of our time. It profiles how we use animals for food, entertainment, and clothing. And I was personally horrified by what I saw.
Right.
And so it took that film for me to take a deep dive into the many whys of why would I change my diet so significantly. I grew up Austrian Hungarian. I mean, all I knew was animal products. So I thought, if I'm going to do this, I want to take a deep dive. And what I found through all my own self-directed research study, as well as some formal certification, is that there's a lever that can address so much of it, and it's called veganism. Whether it's heart disease, cancer, diabetes, whether it's world hunger, whether it's climate change, climate wars, the impact, drought, deforestation, all arrows point to adoption of a whole food plant-based diet.
Right.
And so I thought, I didn't know about this.
Okay.
Most people don't have the time to do all this research.
Absolutely.
And there's so many different conflicting messages out there. So I
Right.
really just encourage people to watch some of the great documentaries out there. There's a wonderful one right now called What the Health.
Yeah.
It's many of the
I
doctors.
just watched it a few
Did
days
you?
back.
Wonderful.
Oh yeah. Oh my God,
Yes.
it's mind-boggling when you see it. Yeah.
Yeah, I studied with Dr. Campbell.
Okay.
And so there's a great entry into getting curious about this and sort of exploring. There's so many incredible plant-based options.
Right.
I think people hear the word veganism and they don't like what that stands for. I say throw out the word, do some of your own research, sit down with a family, watch a documentary, and then just try some different alternatives.
Right.
People want good food, they should have good food, but there's a way for us to eat where we feel super healthy,
Right.
vital, improves the health of us, our loved ones. I lost both my parents to heart disease. I later learned it's a disease that never needs to occur.
Right.
It never needs to occur, and it doesn't occur in some populations.
Right.
And so as I dug into this, I thought, this doesn't make sense. If I want to feel better, if I want to take care of my loved ones, if I want to save the planet as far as the environment, if I want to address world hunger, if I want to save the Amazon rainforest, all of it I can do
Right.
simply by changing what I eat. I think it's really exciting.
But generally in our minds, we have an image that, proteins are a major source for our body, and it is only through animals we can get those proteins.
Yes.
So once you change your lifestyle, finally tell us what changes have you found in yourself, and also towards the end, what message would you like to give to our viewers?
Sure. Well, you raise a really great point. Most people believe animal-based protein is protein.
Right.
That was in Dr. Campbell's nutrition and plant-based course that I took. One of the things he profiles in his incredible body of 40 years of research is that I've lost my train of thought.
You're saying you took that training.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And so plants, one of the things he teaches is plants have the exact amount of protein
Okay.
that is needed by the human body, 10%.
Right.
Anything above that, animal-based protein specifically, leads to tumor growth. So you can read about all of this in his book, The China Project, and in the China Study. So if we have more and we're consuming way more than we need,
Right.
it's simply not necessary, and it's leading to all of our major diseases. So the main message I want to give to your viewers is do some homework, and some easy homework with some documentaries that are out there.
Right. And if they want more information, what's your website?
It's SusanneBiro.com, so it's SUSANNE, B as in Bob, IRO.com.
It was a pleasure talking to you. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much for having me.
ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ ਅੱਜ ਜੋ ਅਸੀਂ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕੀਤੀ ਉਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਸੁਜ਼ੈਨ ਬੀਰੋ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਿ ਇੱਕ ਆਥਰ ਨੇ, ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਕਿਤਾਬ ਵੀ ਲਿਖੀ, ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਇਲਾਵਾ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਭਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਇੰਸਪੀਰੇਸ਼ਨਲ ਟਾਕਸ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ। ਸਰ ਰਿਚਰਡ ਬ੍ਰਾਂਸਨ ਵਰਗੇ ਵਿਅਕਤੀਆਂ ਨਾਲ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਲੀਡਰਸ਼ਿਪ ਦੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ ਤਾਂ ਉੱਥੇ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਵੀ ਵਿਚਾਰ ਵਟਾਂਦਰਾ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈ। ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਇਹੀ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਕਿ ਜਿਸ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਕਿ ਕਿਸ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਨਾਲ ਇੱਕ ਇਨਸਾਨ ਜੋ ਕੁਝ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦਾ ਮੁਕੰਮਲ ਕਰ ਸਕਦਾ ਹੈ, ਪਰ ਜੇਕਰ ਅਕਾਊਂਟੇਬਿਲਿਟੀ ਹੋਏ ਤਾਂ ਫਿਰ ਡੈਫੀਨਿਟਲੀ ਰਿਜ਼ਲਟਸ ਉਸਦੇ ਬਿਹਤਰ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਨੇ। ਐਜ਼ ਅ ਕੋਚ ਇਹੀ ਕਰਦੇ ਨੇ ਕਿ ਦੂਸਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਅਕਾਊਂਟੇਬਲ ਜਦੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਬਣਾਉਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਤਾਂ ਫਿਰ ਦੂਸਰਾ ਵਿਅਕਤੀ ਵੀ ਉਸ ਰਾਹ 'ਤੇ ਤੁਰਦਾ ਹੈਗਾ। ਦੂਸਰੇ ਪਾਸੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਜੋ ਮੁੱਖ ਮੈਸੇਜ ਹੈਗਾ ਉਹ ਹੈਗਾ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਜੀਵਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਬਿਮਾਰੀਆਂ ਨਾਲ ਜੂਝ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ ਉਸ ਦਾ ਮੁੱਖ ਕਾਰਨ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਮੀਟ ਖਾਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਕਿਹਾ ਕਿ ਪਲਾਂਟ ਬੇਸਡ ਡਾਈਟ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ ਸਾਡੇ ਸਰੀਰ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਬਿਹਤਰ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ। ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਕਿਹਾ ਮੇਰੀ ਨਾਲ ਗੱਲ ਸੁਣੋ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪ ਰਿਸਰਚ ਕਰੋ ਤੇ ਆਪ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਪਾਓਗੇ ਕਿ ਪਲਾਂਟ ਬੇਸਡ ਡਾਈਟ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਭਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵਰਲਡ ਹੰਗਰ ਜੋ ਹੈ ਜਾਂ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਕਲਾਈਮੇਟ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਚੇਂਜਸ ਆ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ ਜਾਂ ਵਰਲਡ ਹੰਗਰ ਜਿਸ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਨਾਲ ਅਫਰੀਕਾ ਵਿੱਚ ਅਸੀਂ ਸੁਣਿਆ ਕਿ ਉੱਥੇ ਫੈਮਿਨ ਆਇਆ ਜਾਂ ਡਰਾਟ ਆਇਆ, ਇਹ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਦਾ ਕਾਰਨ ਇਹ ਹੈਗਾ ਕਿ ਸਾਡੇ ਲਾਈਫ ਸਟਾਈਲ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਾਡੇ ਖਾਣ ਪੀਣ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਤਬਦੀਲੀ ਦੀ ਲੋੜ ਹੈ।